evening. We have produced more plastic in the last 10 years than what we have produced in the complete era. So much so, 60% of these plastics are single usable plastics, which are used and thrown away in the environment. The biggest example is the 600 square kilometer patch, what we see in the Pacific, floating like an island, growing daily. These plastics takes more than 400 to 1000 years to get disposed and degraded in the environment. As you can see clearly that these patches are growing equivalent to the size of a continent in the Pacific. Plastic today has dominated our world and is choking our planet every single day. Tons and tons of plastics are produced every minute and causing harm to our environment. Plastic production is not the only problem. The disposal of plastic is equally responsible. These plastics, when get decomposed in photo decomposition process, creates fragments and small pieces of plastics, which not only pollute the soil, the water, and the air. These plastics are even there in our environment in the form of microplastics and is there in each and every living being as nanoplastic today. Plastics was actually invented in 1907 as synthetic polymer, then it as a polyester and polyethylene. Then in the actual demand of the plastic grew close to the World War II, when right from the military equipments to the automobile industry, everywhere the plastic was getting used. But after World War II, there were so many suppliers and no demand. What happened? That we started creating these kind of campaigns. You can see a person is asked to use disposable plastic and reduce their household chores. But what have we finally done to it? After so many years, today millions of birds are dying, and one of the report of the Google says 90% of the seabirds and mammals which are dying today are found with small pieces of plastics. Cotton birds, your small fragments of plastic, straws, and it is harming up to an extent where this has become a very serious issue in today's world. You can see the slide, it's very disturbing, isn't it? If I tell you the scenario of India, today more than 20 cows are dying every day. And there was one cow who was facing severe pain in her stomach. And when doctors tried to operate it, they found more than 85 kgs of plastic bags inside their gut, which was very scary. And you can see how plastic is also burnt in the society. So, plastic accumulation is not the only problem. The final recycling of plastic is the major problem. If you look at this graph, you can see that 86% of the plastic actually is getting disposed in the environment. Only 14% is getting recycled. Out of that 14% also, it's only the 8% and effectively only 2% is actually getting recycled as the same product. I was living from the last 3 decades alive, blissfully unaware that I have produced tons and tons of plastic, and right now I'm living on a big mountain of plastic. It became so scary to me. And let me share a story with you that how I realized that this is something wrong happening with me and my life, and I must change about it. I am a foodie and also look alike. One day I was sitting in my home alone thinking something and eating my favorite chocolate candy. After I finished my candy just in 2 minutes, I started realizing what is going to be the future of this wrapper which is there in my hand. Is it going to get actually recycled, what it is showing right there on the envelope? Or is it going to go inside a landfill and harm the soil? Or is it going to go inside the water or drainage and block and create deadly diseases like malaria and dengue? Or it's going to get burned in the environment and emit harmful gases, harming our environment so much so that even it affects ozone badly. If you see and think about in today's scenario, we have been taking several measures to get eradicated from this form of plastic. Government are taking actions. There are certain countries who have joined together and they claim that they are going to be plastic free by 2025. The closest substitute, what I can say, of plastic is biodegradable plastic. If you want, if I have to sum it up, that what is the actual plastic menace, I can say that it is a complete threat to economy because it affects the tourism, it affects the fisheries, it affects the agriculture, it impacts the human health, it blocks the drainages, produces toxic fumes if burned, contamination of water, it affects the complete food chain. As I told you, it is present as a nanoplastic in all of us. It impacts deeply on the environment. There is a loss of biodiversity, there is a pollution of ocean, what you saw in the picture just now, and there is a heavy land pollution happening. So the closest substitute what we have seen is a bioplastic. But when I found that, I started experimenting with it, that are these bioplastics actually friendly for the environment or not? So I found that most of the plastic which claim that I'm friendly and I'm bioplastic has some amount of plastic in them. And if they are not decomposed properly in the environment, they will never be disappeared. Then I found what is the process of biodegradability. I found for anything to become biodegradable, you need three things. First is heat, second is light, and the third is oxygen. So if our biodegradable plastic is kept in a landfill and is not exposed to oxygen and heat, it will never get degraded and will stay in the environment as good as plastic. So what's the solution? I researched more and then one fine day I found this product. Let me show you, my friends. Some of you are also having this product right in your hand, and I also wanted to demonstrate you with simple experiment that how we can claim that this is 100% biodegradable, 100% biocompostable substitute of plastic, behaves exactly like a plastic, made from typiaquo starch, which we call as in sabudana in Hindi, completely soluble in hot water,
and that comes through
completely
good relationship,
softened and soluble in cold water within
Just
6
check.
hours,
it is green.
and is of more or less the equivalent strength of a plastic.
Thank you.
All of you have been distributed a sample of this, and you can see that it has quite a good amount of strength also in it. Now, let me show you a small experiment here. This is hot water up to a centigrade of 80 degree, and this is a piece of plastic which I have just now taken from this bag. All you have to do is to put it inside this water. Can everybody see this? Within 30 seconds, what you will see that this bag will start breaking, and within 30 seconds to 1 minute, if you keep moving it, you will see that this has become completely lost in water. And the best part of this is, I hope my lips don't burn, but you can drink it. Isn't that amazing? Right? Thank you. This is made from the pellets which are made from tapioca and comes in different colors. So something like this. Even these are eatable. So any of these plastic are eaten by mammals, animals. In fact, one of the experiments we did found that these plastics are a very good food for earthworms, and they eat this and create manure and very fast, and which helps the soil to become more fertile. Now, as you can see it on the graph, it's a complete biodegradable process and a self-sustainable life cycle. When it starts, the end product mixed in the soil, produced CO2, gets back into the environment, again the cassava and the tapioca is produced, the starch is produced, and back to the pellets. So this is a complete sustainable thing than the product what we have discovered. But my dear friend, there is one more thing which I want to say. This problem, this plastic problem is not going to get solved overnight. We need all of your support, all of your participation to take this challenge. What I am requesting simply here right now is that we will have to become plastic clever. What I mean by being plastic clever is that we have to start practicing these 4 things in our life. The first, which I say, wherever you have to use a bag, to use a reusable bag or a bag something like this. Try to use refill bottles, the metal water, which is also good for our health, rather than a plastic bottle. Try to use reusable cups and reusable straws. So if you become plastic clever, I'm sure my dear friends, you'll also save money and will become plastic smart. Last but not the least, what I also want is that it's not the one, it's the we who is going to make difference. And if we really want this to happen, it's we who will have to make it happen. So my dear friends, please get involved and do your bit. Thank you so much.